friends, welcome back to the channel. So I wasn't expecting to film today. I'm actually doing this on my lunch hour, but my Abominable book box showed up super early this month. I usually don't get these till about the third week of the month, but super early. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna jump right in here because I believe this month we have 2 new releases, plus our used book, of course. I will leave all of Abominable's information linked down below in case you guys want to go check them out. They're an awesome company, and I hope if you can support them that you go give them a try. So jumping right in here. So we've got our spoiler card on top, of course, April 2021. And first thing is our used book, of course, that I always leave to the end. And we have some bookmarks here. So we have our spook mark, of course, and there's some microfiction on the back. And the microfiction is always written by Owen Morgan, who is one of the owners over at Abominable, and it's always really, really great. They're super funny. So there's that one. And then we have another one here. And it says here, I think we ought to read only the kind of books that wound and stab us, by Franz Kafka, and it has a little bit of fiction on the back. So this looks really cool. It's just a tiny little bookmark. And I'm always looking for bookmarks, so super happy to have those. And then our treat this month is hot cross bun in Moorish milk chocolate, handmade in Wales. And it's from a company called Wickedly Welch Chocolate. So I wonder, does it have like hot cross bun ingredients in there? Definitely going to be digging into that later, so that looks really cool. And next up, as always, we have our hot drinks packet. So this month we have a Nescafe latte mix, and then a Cadbury instant hot chocolate. We have one of the Lion's coffee bags, just a little single serve coffee. And then our teas this month, we have a Tetley chamomile, and this is new. This is a Twinings chocolate coconut green tea. And I've never had one of these Twinings in these boxes before, so we'll have to give that one a try. So that's awesome. And then the pin for this month is super cute. It says Future Ghost. And that is very fitting because I'm gonna haunt the shit out of my family after I die. And now we're down to the new release books, and I'm so excited to see this one in here. So we have Tender is the Flesh, and I've heard so much about this book. It's supposed to be pretty good. It was originally written in Spanish, and yeah, apparently it's supposed to be super dark, but really good and really interesting. So I'll just read you a little bit from the back here. If everyone was eating human meat, would you? Marcos is in the business of slaughtering humans. Only no one calls them that. He works with numbers, consignments, processing. One day, he is given a specimen of the finest quality. He leaves her tied up in an outhouse, a problem to be disposed of later. But she haunts Marcos. Her trembling body and watchful gaze seem to understand. But soon, he becomes tortured by what has been lost and what might still be saved. So this book is essentially all animals have a virus, and humans are not able to eat the animals anymore. So they actually start harvesting and feeding on humans. And it's supposed to be very dark, and for someone like me who doesn't eat a whole lot of animal product, I think this one's really, really gonna get me in the feels. Like I said, heard great reviews on this, so excited to have it. And the other new release we got, I'm super excited about this one as well, and I'm totally not lying when I say that. It's The Last House on Needless Street by Katrina Ward. And this was a book that I had written down that was one of my most anticipated reads. It didn't make it into the video that I did for my most anticipated reads of 2021. I had heard about it after the fact, but this is super awesome. So on the front it says, "I haven't read anything this exciting since Gone Girl" by Stephen King. So it's blurbed by one of the greats. And on the inside we have a little book plate that we can put in here that's signed by the author. And this is fantastic. I can't wait to read this. So just reading you a little bit of the synopsis here. "You won't believe what's inside the last house on Needless Street. This is the story of a murderer, a stolen child, revenge. This is the story of Ted, who lives with his daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. All these things are true, and yet some of them are lies. You think you know what's inside the last house on Needless Street. You think you've read this story before. In the dark forest, at the end of Needless Street, something lies buried, but it's not what you think." So totally intrigued by this book. I'm so excited that this ended up in this box. I was gonna go out and buy it anyway, so that's absolutely fantastic. So 2 new releases this month. And then last but not least, we have our used book, which of course is always wrapped so beautifully. This one's a little bit bigger than what we usually get, so I wonder what this one is. Oh, this is cool. This is the Mammoth Book of Best New Horror. The year's best horror stories by such masters of dark suspense as Ramsey Campbell, Dennis Etchison, Christopher Fowler, Mick Garris, Kim Newman, Ian Sinclair, Michael Marshall Smith, and many others. Edited by Stephen Jones. When was this printed? So this is from 2001, which is funny because it looks like it's a lot older than that. And this is Best New Horror Volume 12, so there's others in this collection. So this is fantastic. So it's like a short story collection. And we all know that I absolutely love short horror collections. So this is awesome. And it says on the back here, winner of the World Fantasy Award, 2 British Fantasy Awards, and the International Horror Critics Guild Award. And it also has other stories in here by Kathy Koja, Tim Leben, Caitlin R. Kiernan. Yeah, so this is definitely some stories by masters of horror. So really excited to have that. I love short horror collections, so that's awesome. So just reviewing the spoiler card, this was the Full Guts box for April 2021. So we got The Last House on Needless Street, along with a signed book plate. Tender is the Flesh, a hand-wrapped used book, of course, which was the Best New Horror, Spook Mark, the Hot Crossed Wickedly Welch Chocolate, the Future Ghost pin, our bag of hot drinks, of course, and then the other bookmark as well. So that was a fantastic box. I always hate that these go so quickly, but the fact that we got 3 books in this box this month is awesome. So 2 new releases and 1 copy of a short horror anthology. So that's fantastic. Again, I will leave all of Abominable's information linked down below. The guys are fantastic. Please go check them out if you can. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please, if you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.